Welcome back, YouTubers, to the 23rd Q&A with us, the Pretty Fist,
coaching
with me, Mr. Parkin, wearing my England shirt for today, being Mr. Patriotism for today, and this guy sitting next to me, it's NJ.
What's up?
What's up, indeed? Q&A for today. Make sure you guys subscribe up above, of course, as usual. Like this video and get your questions in the whatever in that description box below, and also give us your thoughts on some of the questions that we got in that comment section below.
And make sure you contact us in the links in the description box below.
Have you noticed I've been practicing that now?
You have indeed.
Indeed, I'm getting better at it. Hey, there we go. So yeah, first thing I want to say is thank you guys for giving us your questions first, because us being able to continue this Q&A is a fantastic thing for us because we do enjoy answering your questions. And also, if you have asked us a question, be patient because we have a lot of questions to get through, trust me. We'll start off with a set of questions from Nutty Rock Chick, who I'm sure is very anxious that we answer these questions. She gave us a lot of questions. We actually had to put a little bit of thought into these questions as well, so thank you very much for the questions, very engaging. The first question was, create an ultimate stable using stars from any company, any era, choose one main eventer, one tag team, one mid-carder, one diva, and one manager. Who would you pick?
With the main eventer, again, this is where we'll see him in the near future.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett, he's had leadership in the past. I think he can relive that again in this stable.
He does make a great leader. Also, if we're going to be putting a British faction like we would be doing, it'd be the perfect leader for a British faction. What about tag team? Where would we go from there?
A tag team, it'll be Drew McIntyre to get him back involved again with
Desmond Wolfe.
Yeah, that would be the
Desmond Wolfe. We're torn between Desmond Wolfe or Magnus, but Desmond Wolfe just because he was with TNA, he had a bit of a main event run, so why not put him in that tag team, especially if we can pick anyone. So I'd like to pick the British Bulldog, but I just don't know whether that would fit. But anyway, what about the mid-card? I think we'd pretty much have Sheamus, wouldn't we?
Have Sheamus, even though he's a main eventer, we still want to get him involved, so we'll have him as a mid-carder for this faction.
And the reason why I'd have him in this mid-card spot is I feel if WWE wanted to go down the route of turning him face, him feuding with Wade Barrett would be a great feud, kind of like the Orton Triple H thing that happened in Evolution. An up-and-coming sort of face. What about Diva?
A Diva? Well, I think
has to be British.
Katie Birch.
Katie Lee Burchill, aka Winter from TNA, would be a good Diva for us. Oh, she's hot.
True indeed.
And the manager, I think, is pretty obvious, isn't it?
William Regal!
We'd have to have William Regal. What would we call them? I'd love to call them the British Invasion, but unfortunately, it's kind of been taken by TNA.
Well, I think we'll probably buy it off them.
Here's some money. British Invasion. So there we go. That's the team. That's the stable we'd make and why. The next question was, purely for fun, take your favourite match type and put in your favourite star from each show promotion you watch versus your least favourite star from each. Tell us who versus who, why, and what match. Do you want to start off with this, or shall I?
You go first.
Alright, fair enough. If you're talking about WWE, my favourite superstar, as you know, is Cody Rhodes, and my least favourite superstar is Zack fucking Ryder. So I'd have Cody Rhodes and Zack Ryder, and my favourite match is a TLC match, so I'd have them in a TLC match. Have Cody Rhodes rip the shit out of Zack Ryder, pretty much bury the fuck out of him, and allow Cody Rhodes to go into the main event scene. That's my first one, that's my WWE one.
Okay, my one would be, as you all know, I'm a Triple H mark. So I'm going to have Triple H with his hand in sledgehammer in a street fight to take down the one who does not stay down, but he will have to, Triple H keep him down, John Cena.
Yep. As for TNA, I'd probably have like an AJ Styles versus Robbie E match, because I fucking hate Robbie E. I really do like AJ Styles. He's the face of TNA. So Robbie E versus AJ Styles in again, I'll have like a sort of TLC match or something. Full Metal Mayhem, as they like to call it.
Very good choice, very good choice.
What about you?
Okay, I have two favourites in TNA, so it's kind of hard to pick one. But it'll be, shut up! Bully Ray versus that damn boring guy who thinks he's best because he's got 2 championships, Eric Young.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I'd love to see that match. Do you want to do an ROH one? I'd probably do an ROH one myself.
Yeah, let's try and do it ROH.
With an ROH one, I think my least favourite people in there are the fucking Bravados as a tag team. And I'd have them up against a team like Future Shock. Because I really do enjoy Future Shock, and if they can kick... I know it's already been kind of done, or the Young Buck or something. So I'll have a tag match. I'd love to see that three-way tag match at Death Before Dishonor again. Have it like that. That's what I would do. I hate the Bravados, but I love the Young Bucks and Future Shock. So that would be a great match to have. I like a sort of, again, a TLC type match, ladder war kind of match, that kind of thing. Do you have any preference? RH, or?
I think we'll go with that.
Fair enough. All right then. If you could put together 3 one-on-one matches of any current wrestlers from any promotion, Who would you pick and why?
Okay, well, I'd say my first one. I'm going to say it's WWE's best submission wrestler at the moment, Daniel Bryan, versus the TNA main eventer, who has been great at submissions in the past, as we've seen, Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I personally, from any promotion, I'd love to see a kind of like CM Punk versus Kevin Steen match, just because they're both very edgy characters. Steen is an obvious heel, Punk is an obvious face. So for me, you'd have like two really edgy characters there having a match. I think that would be pretty good. I'd like to see that match, especially if Kevin Steen returns at Final Battle. Come on!
Yeah. Talk about edgy characters, I'm going to have Punk in my match versus a guy who we say kind of reminds us of him, is Austin Aries. And I'm thinking Punk could actually help Austin Aries rise. So there we go.
One match that really comes to mind for me is not a one-on-one match, but it is a tag team match I would actually really like to see. So I hope you don't mind me breaking the rules here. No, you got to, just a tad. Me, not him. Don't blame him. I'd love to see like a tag team match between Beer Money, TNA's best tag team, even though they're not together anymore, against ROH tag team like a World's Greatest Tag Team or a Kings of Wrestling. That's the kind of match I'd like to see. So I'd say World's Greatest Tag Team, as Kings of Wrestling are kind of separated now in WWE. Kings of Wrestling, World's Greatest Tag Team versus Beer Money would be a fantastic tag match for me personally.
Well, I'm going to not break the rules. I was going to, but the way I'm thinking of it, it will probably be something along the lines of The Undertaker versus Undefeated Streak Crimson. It's not the biggest match, but there's two undefeated things going on there, so we want to see how they book that.
As a third match, for me, I would like to see Daniel Bryan in a match. Versus who, though? AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I think that could be a good match. Just because they're both great wrestlers. One of them, great submission wrestler in Daniel Bryan, like you said. AJ Styles is a great wrestler in TNA. So that's what I would do. That would be my personal preference to that one. So those are 3 matches there that we would do. The next question is, create and name a WWF/WWE DVD with matches from any era that have happened containing at least 1 tag match, 1 women's match, 2 mid-card title matches, 2 multi-man matches, and 2 world title matches. So if I was going to create a DVD, I'd call it like Dan's Best Hits or something like that. Like, Dan's best matches of life or something like that.
I'll go with something like WWE Backlash. Wow!
Right, we'll start with the tag match then. I think we're both agreed on the tag match. TLC 2, WrestleMania 17. That was a great tag match, wasn't it?
Good moments.
For me, you could have like a sort of like Heart Foundation versus the Rockers tag match. I think that'd be pretty good or something like that. But TLC 2 does for me. Women's match, I think we're both agreed on this one as well. Mickey James versus Trish Stratus. Again, it was a great women's match at WrestleMania, which actually went some time and had some effort booked behind it.
And look at the Divas matches now, you don't see the same, the way they perform, so that was why we picked that match.
As for a mid-card belts, well, I would pick 2 IC matches. I would have Savage and Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. Great match between the two, the great story and everything like that. I would also have the 92 SummerSlam main event between Bret Hart and British Bulldog. Just a great match. And again, a great story in the correct place in Britain. So for me, those are my 2 mid-card matches on that DVD. I think I'll make 2 good matches.
Good choices. And what I'm going to go with is The Rock was my favourite wrestler. I can't miss him out. Triple H in SummerSlam 1998.
Ladder match, wasn't it?
In a ladder match.
Yep.
No. And the second match, just because obviously I think these two put on a great match, and it's a match that people talk about, and that is Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon in the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, that would have gone on my list, but I kind of thought Savage versus Steamboat would be a better wrestling match to have on there rather than the whole. But we both have our preferences.
Yeah, I just went with the 2 wrestlers that stand out, Triple H and Shawn Michaels in 2 different matches. There we go.
What about multi-man? If you ask me, I'd like to have a Royal Rumble in there. And my Royal Rumble I'd have in there is 1992. Just because Ric Flair won it, you had the continuation there of Hogan and Sid Vicious. That Royal Rumble had loads of fucking star power in it. And it was for the title. So to have a 92 Royal Rumble for me would be a great addition to that DVD. And I'd also have, I'd like Elimination Chamber 2002. I know you've got this on your preference, but I really did enjoy this Elimination Chamber just because it was the first one. I'd like to say a Money in the Bank ladder match, but I think Elimination Chamber was probably better than this.
Well, the reason I picked Elimination Chamber 02 is because 1, it was the first one you said, and 2, the way it all went round, it was done nicely. It had Shawn Michaels' great moments, and all the other wrestlers in the match, they worked well against each other, so that's why I chose it. My second match just because it's got my favourite wrestling and the way they performed, because they had the whole friendship as well as the going against each other, and that is the Armageddon 2000 match.
Yeah, well, that was what was that? 3 Stages of Hell match between Triple H and Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight.
Yeah, good match,
definitely,
very good match.
Also, the multi-man match. What about that Hell in a Cell match, the Armageddon one?
The Hell in a Cell is another good one.
Yep. Now we move on to our 2 main event. 2 world title matches. You've already mentioned one, haven't you?
Yes.
Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, Armageddon 2002. What was your other one?
My other one was WrestleMania 12.
Yeah.
Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, basically because that had a lot of story behind it, and them two had a whole huge rivalry building up to it, so it's just a classic match.
Survivor Series 97, the Monster of Screwjob, that tells you a lot about this rivalry. It was a 60-minute Iron Man match, you know, what more can you say? No pinfalls in the whole thing, just a great match. I would have had that in my list, but I have two different matches here. I'd have Austin versus Rock, the 2 biggest baby faces at WrestleMania 17. One of my personal favourite matches of all time. I'd definitely have it in there, just because it got great time, it was a great main event. The Austin heel turn was kind of surprising, if a bit stupid in my opinion. But, you know, it was still a great match. And my other match would have to be a Hogan match back in the WrestleMania. It would be like a Hogan versus Savage or something like that. Or Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. I know these 2 wrestlers are really overrated, but the fucking reaction that match got was epic. And you'll never see a reaction like that again, in my opinion, for the world title. Plus, it was IC champ versus WWE champ, WWF champ at the time. So those are my 2 main title matches.
Yes, with these cards we built up, I think, to be honest, they would make a perfect card, a better card than what we see nowadays. So I'd just say, yeah, there are choices.
The best matches we can find in the world. Create 2 old school Survivor Series teams, 5 people on each team, all from the YWC. We'd have like Team British Fist versus Team Off the Rope Show.
Yeah.
I mean, Off the Rope Show, we can have the Schleg Daddy, Mr. Rout. We could have the Tasteless One, Marvelous Mark, and Metal D, or something, or B-Rad. 5 people there. Smokey can be the manager or something. And British Fist, just us 2, and then a couple of our best buddies.
To be honest, I don't think we need anyone else.
We do. Who else would we have in our team? Who would we pick if we got the chance to pick the YWC? I'd pick Chase Oliver just because he's massive.
Yeah, that would be a good choice. I think we'll take... Well, it's hard to think because
there's loads of guys. There's loads of people that we can take, isn't there? Dream Boy 899.
Dream Boy would be a good one.
We need a 5th member.
We've been friends with James for a while.
James Morehouse, aka Black Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our team. That would be our team. If you're not included in our team, don't be offended or anything. But this is just for a bit of fun. It's just off of our heads. Create your own ultimate fan day. Pick 4 wrestlers, one to have lunch with, to have a family dinner with, to watch a pay-per-view with, a former star or legend, and to go out and party with afterwards. Yours?
Okay, what's our first one?
To have lunch with.
To have lunch with.
I think we should do these together. Mine, personally, to have lunch with would be Kelly, just so it looks like I'm on a date with her.
Well, talk about divas, I would pick Mickey James, just because I think the way she's been built up, I think she'd be good to go on a date with.
Good to go on a date with her. I think any diva would be fucking good to go on a date with, to be honest. To have a family dinner with. Oh God, I don't know what you're picking.
Santino!
Do you know what I'd do? I'd have CM Punk. I just imagine the banter between your family and the pipe bombs that CM Punk would drop.
That'd be
with
very
your
interesting.
Family.
the way he speaks his mind would be good. But the reason I picked Santino is because my family find him comedy, and I think it would just be a laugh.
Definitely. One former star or legend to watch a pay-per-view with.
CM Punk, just because the way he talked, I think him being commentary next to me would be awesome for that pay-per-view.
I'd have Roddy Piper just because of his like accentuative voice and oh my God, look at that! That'd be amazing. And to go out and party with afterwards.
Well, all we're both thinking is money. Yeah, money. Yeah. And it's not crime time. His choices.
Mine would be Ric Flair, the limousine riding girl. Imagine being in a club with Ric Flair, and like Ric Flair could go like that, and you'd like have 5 beautiful girls come over. It's like, you dance with my friend Daniel, motherfucker. Oh yeah, woo!
And my choice would be none other as the same kind of idea: the limo driving, the suit wearing. The money coming in, Triple H.
Yeah,
awesomeness. Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed our answers there. We spent a lot of time. Talking about this. Should we do a couple more questions then?
Let's fit more in
this Q&A. Woody84 asked us a couple of questions. What was the first pay-per-view you guys watched? Mine was Royal Rumble 92.
Oh, that is putting me on the spot now.
The first one that I watched, I think, was Royal Rumble 2000.
That's putting me on the spot. Well, I'm going to say back in 1998, it would have been mid-1998.
SummerSlam?
Near SummerSlam time.
So like SummerSlam 98 or something?
Near that time. It would be the pay-per-view before, pay-per-view after. Near that time, yeah.
Why do you think that most WWE wrestlers seem very bland compared to the past? Do you think it's the writers' fault, or are there just a few good mic workers now? Well, there are a lot of good mic workers. I personally feel it is the writers. Just the writers nowadays, the Hollywood writers, you don't really have wrestling writers anymore, so they can't really give those characters really an ability to stand out. Plus, a lot of the promos are scripted.
That's where I look at it. I'm thinking we have wrestlers there who can do their part, say what's going on, speak their mind. I think it's the writers that are holding them back.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have good writers, no matter how good your talent roster is, you're not going to be able to get the message across or get your talent over because you're shit writers. So it's mainly down to the writers at the end of the day. You said, what is your favourite fans chant?
Okay, here we go.
Let's go Cena!
Cena sucks!
Let's go Cena!
Cena sucks!
I still love the whole, like, this is awesome, this is, or like the ECW, ECW.
ROH.
TNA. They're always good, aren't they? They're sort of like TNA, TNA kind of chants. Not that gets done anymore.
No.
Any others to think of?
This is wrestling or something like that. Yeah, chants that they make it themselves. Not ones that wrestlers announce them like the ones that DX used to make.
Yeah,
the ones that just come naturally. Yeah,
definitely. Woody mentions his favourite one is from RVD and John Cena at One Night Stand 2006, where Cena got the massive boos. Another good one I think would have been CM Punk versus Cena, just because of the massive ovation CM Punk got. The whole pay-per-view was about the crowd. Apparently, it was because it was ECW. Yeah. One more question then, or two more before we leave this Q&A. This one is for NJ. Do you think Kane should have one last run with the mask? I think he mentioned in the question something to do with Mark Henry disfiguring Kane's face, or something like that, and using that as a return for the mask, maybe. Okay, again, as Kane is sadly, I think the WWE maybe bring him to retirement. I think him come back with the mask to relive that, I think would be a good thing, because obviously he did great with the mask. Everyone remembers Kane as the masked wrestler, but I think right now he's okay without it. What was my question? This one is for Mr. Parkin. NJ, you're going to have to read it bit by bit for me. What is your favourite match of The Rock ever had? My favourite match The Rock ever had was probably him versus Austin at WrestleMania 17. I loved that match. But that was a good match. And did you like him better heel or as a face? I loved him as a face, but his heel, when he was a heel, he was a very, very creative person. So I say face just because he was a massive babyface, the kind of guy I could really get behind. Good answer. And do you think that he should have a spot in a match at WrestleMania? At WrestleMania, sorry, when other young talents need the spot. Sorry, I'm just doing that because it's Rock. Personally, I think if you're going to go for pay-per-view buys, Rock is the kind of guy. But I would like to have seen a young talent, someone who is actually involved with the business, involved with someone like Cena at WrestleMania, rather than a Rock, to be honest with you. I used to be a big Rock fan, but now he's not really showing up all the time. I'm not really a massive fan of him being at WrestleMania, even though it'd be a great match. I still think a younger talent would probably have been better. So there we go. That's that. Suppose we'll end it there then. We'll end it there. Another Q&A from us, the British Fist. Good. Keep sending in your questions through the links in the description box below, and keep commenting us your thoughts on the questions we've done in that comment section, as we do want to know your thoughts. And that has been it from the British Fist. And all I can say now is from Mr. Parkin and NJ. Thanks for watching our Q&A, and goodbye.